Panzerkampfwagen 6 Ausführung B mit 10.5 cm Kampfwagenkanone L68. Hello you sexy beasts and welcome your faces back to War Thunder. Today is a special little video. In order to celebrate our 200th video on the channel, I thought of a little special something. Now, most of you people have probably guessed by my weird accent that I am in fact German, or at least partly so. I was actually born in Germany. I lived there for a couple of years, but I've now been living in Portugal for the past 15 years. But German has been my first language and I still can't get rid of this stupid accent. But hey, some people like it. And secondly, a lot of people seem to get very excited and wet their pants whenever I properly pronounce a German tank name. Even German aircraft name. Any German word for that matter. Going as far as some people actually wanting me to do a full video in German, which I'm going to announce right here I might do, but I'm going to warn you right ahead. My German is very rusted. So I'm not as fluent in German anymore as I was, but I might try it. But that's no promise for now. But this is not the topic of this video. No, instead, I'm going to teach you guys how to pronounce German tank names and what they actually mean. So undoubtedly most of you have been scratching your head at my pronunciation of the Panzer, or well, Tiger, King Tiger 6, no actually King Tiger 105, let's just keep it at that, right? This thing right here. Now, the German words for this, especially this one, seems very long and complicated, right? The thing is, it really isn't. German is a very technical and very descriptive names. And in fact, even in long names like this one, it describes what it's assigned to, what it's describing, with other words that already exist in the German language. Let me give you an example. Right from the get-go, we have the Panzerjäger 1. Panzerjäger is in fact two words. Panzer, which means armor, tank, and Jäger, which means hunter. So this is a tank hunter. Easy. Simple. Now, you can see that the Germans also like to give designations to their guns. In fact, in War Thunder, the two main types of guns we have for the Germans are the KWK, and for the tank hunters, for the tank destroyers, we have the PAK, the PAK. Now, these are just short forms of Kampfwagenkanone and Panzerabwehrkanone. Kampfwagenkanone means combat car cannon, yes, combat car cannon, and Panzerabwehrkanone means tank deflection or tank defender, tank, essentially anti-tank cannon. That's as literal as you can translate it. As you can see, quite easy. Now what else do we have? I've already gone over Panzerjäger. Of course, the most known form of German tank name is the Panzerkampfwagen, which literally just means armored combat vehicle. That's as easy as it gets. You have more interesting names, like for example the Flak-Panzer, which essentially just means flak tank. Flak is actually just a anti-air designation. You have stuff like, this one is actually a little bit different, the Aufklärungspanzer 38. Aufklärungspanzer means scout tank, but it has this weird designation, Sd.Kfz, right? I actually had to Google this because I didn't know it myself, but after a quick Google search it actually makes a lot of sense. Sd.Kfz means Sonderkraftfahrzeug. Sonder meaning along the lines of special, and Kraftfahrzeug meaning powered vehicle. So it's a special powered vehicle, a special purpose powered vehicle. You have stuff like the Neubaufahrzeug, which means new built vehicle. This isn't really a designation, a technical name, it's just how the specific tank is called. Onto the StuGs, we have the Sturmgeschütz, which means assault gun. You have the StuH, which means Sturm Haubitze, which means storm or assault Howitzer. You have the 8.8 cm Flak 73. Actually no, not 73, 37. The Germans pronounce their numbers the other way around. It's not like in Portuguese, but yes. 8.8 cm Flak 37 Selbstfahrlafette auf 18 Tonnen Zugkraftwagen. Again, sounds very, very complicated. Although half of you are probably scratching your heads now in disbelief. The other half of you is currently changing the Panzer to proper pronunciation. But it essentially just means 8.8 cm Flak 37, which is the designation of the gun. Selbstfahrlafette, which means, well, Lafette is a weird word. It's not really a word that's really used in German anymore. Lafette essentially is a mounting. A mounting you can mount a gun to. So Selbstfahrlafette means self-driving gun mount, if that makes any sense. And then auf 18 Tonnen Zugkraftwagen is the weight of the vehicle, so 18 tons. Zugkraftwagen is essentially truck. So die 8.8 cm Flak 37 Selbstfahrlafette auf 18 Tonnen Zugkraftwagen is essentially the 8.8 cm Flak 37 gun on a self-driving mount mounted on the 18-ton truck. It's not as hard when you actually translate it to English, is it? Alright, what other examples do we have here? We already went over the Panzerkampfwagen that we already said. Oh yes, AUSF, that means Ausführung. Ausführung is model. So in this case, Panzerkampfwagen 6 Tiger Ausführung E, which means, well, Panzerkampfwagen, which is, oh god, I forgot the translation in English again. Armored Combat Vehicle, model, actually Armored Combat Vehicle 6, Tiger, which is the nickname of the vehicle, model E. Easy. And that's pretty much it. You have some rare outliner like the Befehlswagen, the Jagdpanzer, the Jagdtiger, which just means hunting Panther, hunting Tiger. Befehlswagen means command vehicle. In this case also the Panzer Befehlswagen, just tank command vehicle. And finally, yes, you have the Kanonenjagdpanzer, in this case the Hanumak-Henschel Jagdpanzer 4.5, which is also known as the Kanonenjagdpanzer, which means just cannon combat, actually cannon hunt tank. Yes, I think that's it. And the Raketenjagdpanzer, which means rocket hunting tank. Oh, and of course we cannot really forget about the Panzerwerfer. This is my Panzerwerfer. It werfs Panzer. Now in this case it's actually kind of a bit of a weird name because literally translated it means tank launcher. But that's kind of what you can, well, translate it down to. And that's pretty much how you pronounce the German tank names. Now, as an added bonus, for the last couple of minutes of this video, I'm going to pronounce every single name. Except for the repeated ones. So I'm not going to go over every single Panzerkampfwagen and stuff like that. But I'm going to go over every single tank designation. If you don't want to hear that, still, thank you very much for watching this video. Leave a like if you did and if you learned some new, well, German pronunciation. And hey, you can always rewatch this video and train your proper pronunciation. Especially for all of you who like to do YouTube videos. It's just, you know, it's just kind of something that bugs me whenever I hear a incorrect German pronunciation. Yes, it's triggering. So hopefully this will help the community out. But hey, if you're new around here, subscribe, and I'll see you when I see you. My name's MikeGoesBoom. Thanks for watching. You still here? Alright, let's go. 4.7 cm Panzerabwehrkanone auf Panzer 1 Ausführung B. Or Panzerjäger 1. Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausführung B. Panzerkampfwagen 4 Ausführung F1. Panzerkampfwagen 35T. Flak-Panzer 1 Ausführung A. Panzerkampfwagen 38 für 2 cm Flak 38. Sonderfahrzeug 140 1. Or Aufklärungspanzer 38T. Das Neubaufahrzeug Marder 3. Panzerabwehrkanone 40,3. Or well, Panzerabwehrkanone 40,3 auf Selbstfahrlafette 38 Ausführung H. 8.8 cm Flak 37 Selbstfahrlafette auf 18 Tonnen Zugkraftwagen. Sturmgeschütz 3 Ausführung F. Sturm-Haubitze 42 Ausführung G. Panzerwerfer 42. Infanterie-Panzerkampfwagen Mark IV E. Churchill. 10.5 cm K18 Panzer Selbstfahrlafette 4A Dicker Max. Panzerkampfwagen 6 Tiger Ausführung H1. Flakpanzer 4 Wirbelwind. Jagdpanzer 38T Hetzer. By the way, Hetzer means chaser. Panzerbefehlswagen 4. 15 cm Sturmpanzer 43 L12 4 Brummbär. 8,8 cm Panzerabwehrkanone 43-1 Selbstfahr Nashorn. Panzerkampfwagen 6 Tiger Ausführung E. Flakpanzer 4 Ostwind. Jagdpanzer 4. Panzerkampfwagen 5 Ausführung D Panther. Panzer Selbstfahrlafette für 12,8 cm K40 Stura Emil. Panzerkampfwagen 6 Tiger Ausführung B Porsche Modell. Flakpanzer 4 Kugelblitz. Jagdpanzer 5 Jagdpanther. Befehlswagen Jagdpanther. Panzerkampfwagen 6 Ausführung B Henschel mit Simmering SLA 16. Panzerkampfwagen Panther 2. Panzerjäger Tiger P Ferdinand. Panzerbefehlswagen 6 Porsche. Raketenjagdpanzer 2. Panzerkampfwagen 6 Ausführung B mit 10,5 cm Kampfwagenkanone L68. I just fucking love saying this one. Leopard 1. Flakpanzer 5 Coelian. Coelian? Actually, in this case, I'm not sure how you pronounce this. Jagdpanzer 6 Jagdtiger. Raketenjagdpanzer 2 HOT. Panzerkampfwagen 8 Maus. Leopard A1 Flakpanzer 1 Gepard. And finally, Hanomag Henschel Jagdpanzer 4-5 or Kanonenjagdpanzer. Alright guys, again, if you stuck around until the end, I'm pretty sure I deserve that like rating. Hopefully you enjoyed this little bit different video on how to pronounce German tank names. And you know what? Let's make it a goal. Let's make it a goal, yes. If this video reaches 400 likes, alright, yes, I'm going to be that kind of cancer. If this video reaches 400 likes, I might do a similar video, but for the German aircraft. How's that sound? Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. My name is MikeGoesBoom, and I'll see you next video.
You can lift your head up to the sky, take a deeper breath and give it time. You can walk the path among the lines, with your shattered frame of mind. Or instead you could always stay, we can wait right here and play, until somehow you can